Someone I really admire is Aung San Suu Kyi, the Burmese political protester. And she's someone that I admire a lot because of her strong beliefs in the power of the people to bring about change in a country which has been under military dictatorship for many, many years.
Aung San Suu Kyi was born in Rangoon in 1945. Her father, a Burmese independence hero, was assassinated when she was just 2 years old. She left Burma when she was 15, but after studying and living around the world for many years, she returned home in 1988. She said that as her father's daughter, she could not remain indifferent to all that was going on in her country, which was being run by a military regime.
She's someone who really believes that she can make a difference in the country. And something else I find quite incredible is her strong belief in the power of peaceful protest as opposed to military force. She's been protesting in Burma for several decades now against the military government, the military dictatorship. And she has always done this in a peaceful way, I suppose inspired by people like Mahatma Gandhi.
She was first arrested for her political activities in 1990, and she spent much of the next 20 years either in prison or under house arrest in Rangoon.
She was separated from her husband, separated from her children, and she could have left the country at several times and returned to England to be with her husband and her children. But she decided to stay in Burma because she didn't think that she would be allowed back into the country. So she chose imprisonment or house arrest rather than voluntary exile because of the things that she believed in.
Over the years, Aung San Suu Kyi became one of the most recognizable and high-profile political prisoners. And people around the world continued to campaign for her release, which finally happened in November 2010.
She has become an incredible figure, I think. Her face is known around the world. I think she's done an awful lot to bring the plight of people in Burma, ordinary people in Burma, to the attention of people around the world. And of course, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. And I find that quite incredible and quite inspiring.
Aung San Suu Kyi has insisted that even when she was in prison, she was always free, because the people holding her were not able to touch the things that mattered: her mind, her principles, and what she believed in.
They've recently made a film about her life, which I haven't seen, but which I'm looking forward to seeing. And I think it's very exciting, actually, because I think this will be another step in bringing her to public attention. I mean, she's already a very well-known political figure. She's been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, and she appears in the news and on newspapers. But I think the fact that they're making a film about her life and her life story will introduce people to her and her life and her work, people who perhaps hadn't heard of her before. And through doing that, they will find out about what she has been doing, what she's been fighting for, what she's been protesting against, and hopefully discover what an inspirational figure she is. And through making people aware of the work that she's done, perhaps put more pressure on this particular government and also perhaps other governments around the world to bring about peaceful change and introduce democracy.